Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And today we are doing a review for Suicide Squad 2. And joining me, as always, is my co-host from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, Rebellious __ D23. What is good with you, man?
Ready to rock. You know what time it is.
Hey, I'm ready to get into it as well. But before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Podcast in the description. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man. So, interesting fact about this movie is that me and Trav, who isn't here with us right now, we went to go see Suicide Squad, the first movie, when it came out back in 2016. Now, this movie, it came out on the same exact date that Suicide Squad 1 came out to. And I thought that was, a small little interesting fact about the movie. But other than that, this movie, it has nothing to do with the first movie. You do have some characters return from the first movie, but that's pretty much it. Like, a lot of characters don't return. They don't even mention events from what happened in the first movie, which is
picks up with another mission,
which is something that I like. We see, of course, Harley Quinn. She ended up getting locked up again. The last movie that we saw her in was Birds of Prey that came out last year.
Yep.
And, it's just one of those things where it's just like she found her way back into prison again.
Yep.
She's still her own person. She's not in love with Joker anymore. There's a scene in the movie where she kills the guy and she's like, whenever I notice red flags from the jump, I kill the person because I'm not going to be in an abusive relationship again. She returns from the first movie. Rick Flag, he returns from the first movie as well. And
Rick Flag.
Amanda Waller, of course, she's going to be there. And then Captain Boomerang. Those are the only people from the first movie who returned. And unfortunately, those two people who I just mentioned are the only people from the first and the second movie who are dead now. When this movie was first announced, James Gunn said that there were going to be people who were going to die in this movie. And
spoiler alert.
And when he said this, I was just like, okay, like, there's going to be people that's going to die, but I didn't think that there was going to be that many people who died in this movie. There were a lot of people, D. Like, what did you think about that?
I was okay with it, man. When I read the title, even not reading, if you were somebody who didn't follow any of the Suicide Squad comics or anything or knew nothing about it, the title Suicide Squad should imply everything you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Or like how they called them in Justice League Unlimited, Task Force X, because you can't say suicide on a kid's cartoon.
That's right.
But yeah, man, like the opening, I want to say it was like the first 5 to 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah,
like everybody died. Yep. Like the one dude, he walked up on the island and he was just like, "Hey guys, I was the one that told y'all that I was coming." And then
I called you.
I called you. It's me. It's me. I'm Mario. And they took his ass out immediately, man. But,
yes, sir.
But it was amazing. The first person that we see who dies is Weasel. And yep. when they all come out of the plane, they was just like, did anybody check if Weasel actually knew how to swim?
Anybody know if this thing can swim?
And it's like they're all connected to the same headset, and like you just hear this dude drowning.
So bad, so awkward. It's like,
I'll say that with this movie, I laughed a lot more because there was a scene where what's her name, Ratcatcher?
Yeah, Ratcatcher 2.
Sorry, where she she had the rat and Bloodsport. Idris Elba's character, like he has a fear of rats because of when he was a kid.
He was trapped with them. He was trapped in a crate full of them.
His dad would put him in a crate full of rats.
Hungry rats.
Like the rat in this movie, it was just funny because like they were in the forest and the rat's trying to give him a leaf, and he's just like, "What the hell am I supposed to do with this leaf? Why is the rat trying to give me a leaf?" And I just thought it was just. It was funny. Like there was a lot more.
What the funniest part of it was, but we'll get there.
Well, okay. What was the funniest part, D?
I think the funniest part of the movie was your boy. What was his name? They didn't know he was with them.
Milton.
It wasn't Milton.
Milton.
Like Milton. Last one was like, Milton was with us this whole time. That's so funny, man.
Bro, it is funny. Like, yo, I'm in tears right now thinking about it because I remember like when it got towards the end of the movie, towards like the big climatic battle with everybody in the city. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, yo, who the hell is this guy running inside the building?
He was just with him.
Yeah,
because it was pretty funny.
Because I mean, honestly, like for real, you really don't see this guy in the entire movie. Like he was like their bus driver.
Yeah, and he was always just kind of hanging out with them.
Yeah. I want to say the first time we even see Milton is like when they're all at the club and he's trying to get inside. That's the first time we see him. But then it's just like at the end of the movie, it's just like he's running inside with him and polka dot man. It's just like they killed Milton.
Yeah, he
like, who's Milton? Who the hell is that?
What did he say? I think you in love with him or something?
Yeah, you in love with him? And he's just like, nah, Milton. He's been nice to us this entire time. Yeah, bro. Like that moment was funny, and then the other moment when they had when they killed everybody at the camp. And when they get inside and Rick Flag, he's sitting there drinking with the camp leader. And he was like, what you doing? And he was just like, oh, we're just chilling. Like, this is the Freedom Force.
Like, took everybody out.
They killed everyone. They killed all the wrong people. And see, the thing is, it's like, you got to remember, like, these are villains. You know what I'm saying? They're bad guys. So it's like, while, they were wrong for killing the Freedom Force, it's like, they're still, it doesn't take away from them.
At this point, they're not villains. They're basically mercenaries.
They
have a certain job that they have to do. Well, they're forced to do because they have the bombs inserted in their neck, in their spinal column. So phenomenal movie though. King Shark is definitely in my top 3 in the movie though. Funny character. I love the humor between him and Peacemaker, John Cena, which was and who did you told me who voiced King Shark?
Sylvester Stallone.
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone.
It's just funny. He was such a fun character. He's basically their Hulk in this movie. And it was just, I liked the fleshing out of it and just their backlash. And sometimes they're talking to Amanda Waller and like they're mouthing things and she can't see them. It was just very funny.
So now something interesting that I was talking with Trav about this movie is how Will Smith originally, he was supposed to be recast. Idris Elba was going to recast Will Smith and Deadshot was still going to be in the movie, but James Gunn, he was just like, no, like just in case Will Smith ever wants to come back and play Deadshot, we'll just use a whole different character.
Makes sense.
The interesting thing about that is, it's like I told Trav that if you've ever noticed, like when Will Smith has been in a movie before, or I feel like if he knows that something is going to be a dud, he won't be in it because remember the Independence Day Resurgence came out and it was the same thing. Like he had scheduling conflicts. I just feel like he was just like, nah, I'm not trying to be in this movie. And I feel like this was the same thing that happened with Suicide Squad 2, where because the first movie, it bombed. I mean, it still made money, but it was a bad movie. So I
just a much better project.
Yeah. So I just feel like that was the reason why he didn't want to, take this role again. But I thought that Idris Elba, I thought he did a really good job. Bloodsport was a really good character. This movie, because James Gunn, he's been working with the MCU for several years. Of course, this movie had Suicide Squad references, feels. It had Avengers feels to it. And then also, too, you had characters from, and I said Suicide Squad. I meant to say Guardians of the Galaxy feels. But you had characters from Guardians of the Galaxy make cameos in this movie. You know what I'm saying? The actress who played Mantis, she was in it. Korg. I'm mad I can't remember his name right now. But Michael Rooker, he was in it. He ended up getting killed right at the start of the movie. I'm looking up the actor's name, and he's a director. It's Taiha. I don't know. D talk while I look up his name.
Yeah. This is just this project was much better. Like I said, I mentioned a minute ago. If you're looking for story development and, fleshing out characters, it wasn't just centered around Harley and another kind of carrying it. You get to know all the characters in the movie, especially on the second team. Don't worry about that first team when it opens, people. Just don't. So, spoiler alert. So, I love that. I mean, I liked every member of the team, even Peacemaker, even when, I like having the double agent aspect to it because it's a perfect storm for it, you know.
Mhm.
Like you
John
knew
Cena
somebody
did a
had to
good
be
job.
there. Yes, he did. I mean, it's just like the whole cast, you know. Great project the whole way around. Everybody had their parts to play.
Yeah, and his name is Taika Waititi. That's who he is. He was Ratcatcher's father in this movie.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, an amazing cast of characters. Like it was packed with a lot of recognizable people that was in this movie, and
and some not so recognizable, but it's
exactly
it was fine.
Exactly.
You know, it was a good project, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Really
I
enjoyed
100%
it.
agree.
Mhm.
It was something that I was going to say about was it John Cena, Peacemaker? You know, because it was already announced that there was going to be a Peacemaker spinoff because like they love John Cena in this movie so well. James Gunn, he just loved John Cena overall, and it was just like, hey, we're going to do a Peacemaker spinoff show, which is already done being filmed, and it will be on HBO Max. I believe it's coming out next year.
Now, is this going to be a prequel? Do we have any timeline for the show?
No, this is going to be a sequel because if you stayed and watched the credits, there was an after credits where they did show that Weasel was still alive, and they showed that Peacemaker was still alive too, which I was surprised. You know what I'm saying? So it was. Go ahead, D.
No. Go ahead. You first.
No, but I'm just saying, like I thought Peacemaker was a good character, man.
They were all good characters.
They were all
I
good
love
characters.
the team. I just wanted to mention my favorites. It's hard to me to pick a favorite in this movie. I really liked Ratcatcher 2. Polka Dot Man, such a fun character and ability. King Shark, he was hilarious. He was one of my favorites. But Bloodsport, stick power. He kind of had this whole Iron Man aspect to the way his suit worked, and he had like the built-in kind of like a slingshot, but it was like a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
In his suit, it was amazing.
And then
what a fun character.
Yeah, he could keep on adding on to
make his guy stronger and stuff.
Yeah.
Sick character. Thank you, Aegis.
Yeah, I'll say too. I thought TDK was fun. Like, I feel like a lot of the smaller characters who pretty much died at the start of the movie, I thought that those were like fun characters as well. I was also going to bring up the fact that what character was it? The Polka Dot Man.
Yes,
like, I really enjoyed his character. I thought it was
seeing his mom everywhere.
Yeah, seeing his mom everywhere, and then we got that moment where Bloodsport was just like, "That thing is your mom," and then he saw his mom.
That's your mom.
And then he shot his leg off, and he was just like, "I'm a hero now," and then he gets stomped. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh man, because it seemed like his power was gonna could have stopped that thing, really.
Yeah,
because it's like such a over the top ability. You know what I'm saying? Power scale wise. Yeah. Fun character, man.
Yeah, definitely fun character. All of the characters was fun. Highly recommend this movie.
Oh yes. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, two thumbs up.
Wish I had 4 hands so I could give it 4 thumbs up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, this guy. But no, like you said, really good movie. And I remember too, what I was gonna say is that with the way that the film ended, the Suicide Squad, the good thing about that is that it's always been interchangeable. So with these characters not being in the Suicide Squad anymore, because now they're free from prison, they don't have to go back to prison now. You can bring in more characters. Like you can bring Deadshot back. You can bring in new.
I want to see more.
I'd be down to see James.
As long as he's at the helm. If he's at the helm, I'm good. I want to ask you, Banks. I know we're on our way out. Favorite character and rating.
My favorite character for this movie, it would probably have to be Peacemaker, just because I thought like some of the stuff that John Cena was saying, like it was funny. The whole club scene when he was in there dancing, like,
they were all just getting it on.
They were all getting it in, and just him being an asshole, and because it's like the thing is like Peacemaker, it's like he's not a bad guy in a way, because it's like he sees himself as a hero, but most bad guys see themselves as heroes. But his methods of getting things done. Like he does, he doesn't matter if it's women, kids, as long as it's getting the job done, he's gonna get it done.
Yep.
And he's always gonna do it for America. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's just how he is. So yeah, Peacemaker was my favorite character, and I'll give this movie a 9 out of 10.
Ooh, yeah. This was pretty tough, but favorite character, I'm probably gonna go with so many fun characters. I'm gonna go with Polka Dot Man. I thought his ability was pretty sick. Then when he threw his polka dots in the movie, it looked like those little things they used to give us back at elementary school with bingo boards and stuff, and it was just very very cool. Love the costume, and I'm gonna ride with you on a 9 out of 10. I hope that he stays at the helm of this project, and we do get another one.
Nice. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought about Suicide Squad. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I feel like everybody liked this movie. Just let us know what you thought about it, and give us your rating in the comments as well, and we'll talk back with you. D, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
You can find me at rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel, and if they need a not so expendable hero, Banks, where they gonna find you at?
You can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching our review for Suicide Squad 2. Make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe. I don't know where I was trying to go with this. I was going to say, make sure that you check out our interviews, reaction videos, and reviews that we have here on the channel. Keep that pinky up. Check out our podcast. Stay positive, and we'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.